how many of you heard this quote? Sometimes you need to lose yourself to find yourself. Anyone? Can I have a raise of hand for all those of you who have heard? Great. How many of you agree with this quote? Now let's come to that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. In what context, sir? If I were to ask you, like, in what context do you think you need to lose yourself?
I think it's a universal law sharing,
Okay.
where you share, give something to others, and in return you get something from. It
Alright.
can be like,
Perfect.
of course, result can be measured in different ways,
Mhm.
but it's an example of sharing only.
Definitely. Perhaps that's like the loose framework this code gives us, that we can all pitch in our ideas and imbibe it for ourselves. I agree and endorse your perspective of sharing and how we can get back when we lose and give something. But today I have something to give you all in the terms of how you can lose yourself and find something in the paradigm of public speaking. Now I will be sharing my perspective and let you know how we can encapsulate this course in that way. So when you talk about public speaking, I'll specifically point towards the area of body language. Because while I'm standing, if I take a pause, I do not speak. You're still thinking that I am speaking something because my hands, my legs, the way I'm walking, the way I'm looking at you, the way I'm connecting with you all with my eyes, my face expression, I'm still communicating. Agreed?
Yeah.
So what are aspects of public speaking? Because we all know that YouTube is running this business of tips and tricks of public speaking, and we all know what these necessary aspects of body language seem to look like. Any ideas about that? Like, what are the necessary aspects of body language needed for public speaking? Anyone? Yeah.
Eye contact,
Eye contact. Hand gestures, yes.
face appearance, like smiling
Yeah.
face, or
Agreed.
these three I'm aware of.
Okay. Anything else? Anything fresh?
Straight spine.
Straight spine, yes. Anything else which we are missing on the boat? Alright, so we'll invest some time to go over the rut and revise the tips, but again, they will be fleshed out from my perspective what I've done. But towards the end, I'll also come back to the quote of losing yourself and finding yourself towards the end. So very first thing, that is, in body language, as public speakers, we need to have a firm grip over how we present ourselves with hands. The hand gestures. The necessary aspect under all the underlying hand gestures, that you need to be open and available for your audience to just be with you and connect with you. What I mean with that? If I come here and say, good morning everyone, I welcome you all to the Salesforce Demo Toastmasters meeting. We are today going to talk about body language, and I will be sharing all my secrets. Do you think you know all my secrets? What's stopping here? Right? It's like I'm close standing here. And if I say, good morning everyone, I welcome you to this meeting. Again, am I welcoming you all? I'm hiding. So the first thing is that when you've come on stage, you need to ensure that your hands are visible. Because if I talk about evolutionary terms, we all are people who fear something which is hidden from us. Something that is unknown to us. If I come here and stand like this, hands in back pockets, front pockets like this, or somehow like even having a crotch like this, you think that I am underconfident or something is just not appropriate. So the best way when you come on stage is that if you do not know what to do with the hands, the best way of course is stand like this, not in attention but just loose. Or else like this. You can do it like here, practice it with your hands in a straight foot like this. So that if you want to move like here, there, and you're all fit. Additional tip is that when you're speaking on stage, to lose yourself, ensure that you're not just restricting your elbows to your chest like this or this. Open. The more widely open, the more naturally you will come out and ensure that you are making yourself comfortable as well as the people around you. Now, coming to the second aspect, and that is regarding how you need to present yourself when you're standing. So may I please ask you all to just stand up, like you can turn your chairs here and in front of me only. So let's do in some, right. Alright, so turn towards me. And when you stand, ensure that you're not like this, your shoulders not back, but here, straight. Straight. Hands towards your side, or maybe you can have a hand like this, just as you practice. And ensure that your spine is straight, but not like this. It's not should be arrogant, neither it should be clouding down. And here. Now coming to your legs posture. Ensure that's like 1 foot apart. 1 foot? Yeah. So Jagat, you can space out a bit. Yeah. So it ensures that if you want to step right, it can be this. If you want to come like this, it can be like this. If I stand in an attention position like this, if I move or jerk here, it might seem that I'm lacking somehow confidence and restricting myself. So hand free, 1 foot apart, and you're up. All set? Have a seat back. Thank you. Again, one important aspect is stage movement. When we come to body language, we think that we need to constantly walk the stage. This is my stage. Now, if I come delivering a speech and walking continuously, you might be thinking either I have to rush to the restroom after the speech, or else you might be thinking I'm so eager to share my content, or I'm nervous, something is amiss. I'm just like a tiger in a cage who is not in its natural territory, right? I'm discomforting with the stage. Stand at one place, deliver something by delivering an eye contact, and then if you want to make an additional point, move towards the right, stand here for a while, and then come back. If your speech is the one which is phased in nature, like your journey when you started as a child, deliver here. Adolescent can come here, adulthood back, and the present form here. That can be a phase structure you can give to the stage. TED Talks are delivered by standing in a red spot in the center of the stage. I think we do not need any more examples. And why did I talk about losing yourself? I'll come to that. I think that over the span of 4 years of my Toastmaster journey, I've made all these errors of walking here and there, not looking with the audience, and even standing like this, and many more things. And if today I was able to deliver this speech and maybe even impart some value to you, it's because I've taken time to loosen myself up with the stage. That is establishing the comfort. If you stand on the stage for the very first time, you need not just worry about how you're standing, but just ensure these few things which I've just shared today. But once you are comfortable with the stage, take your time to shell out yourself and be comfortable with your territory. You will find yourself as a speaker. Opening up the gestures and being there is my key. And last message is, if you are one who is speaking from your heart, if the content is really close to you, then you will just find yourself rooted, immersed in the moment, and then naturally you will be comfortable and gestures and body language come by itself. So when you come to speak on table topics, be yourself, lose yourself, and maybe you will find yourself. Thank you so much.